Did you know that the 1950s through the 1970s marked a transformative chapter in the history of supercars? These decades were a time of daring innovation, breathtaking designs, and engineering feats that set the foundation for what we now call the supercar. In this video, we'll unveil 12 of the rarest and most fascinating supercars from 1950 to 1979, including one that's often considered the very first supercar. Can you guess which car earned that legendary title? Stick around as we reveal these iconic machines that continue to captivate enthusiasts and collectors to this day. Number 1. 1954 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. In 1954, Mercedes-Benz stunned the world with the 300 SL Gullwing, a car that blended cutting-edge technology with jaw-dropping design. With its iconic upward-opening doors, it wasn't just a car, it was a revolution on wheels. Powered by a 3.0-liter inline-six engine with advanced mechanical fuel injection, the 300 SL was capable of producing 215 horsepower, an impressive figure for its time. It could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 8.8 seconds and reached a top speed of 160 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest production cars of the era. The design was equally impressive. The gullwing doors weren't just for show, they were a solution to the car's tubular frame, which made traditional doors impractical. Its sleek aerodynamic body, inspired by the W194 race car, made it as functional as it was stylish. Only 1,400 units of the coupe were ever produced between 1954 and 1957, adding to its rarity. Fun fact, the SL stands for Sport Leicht, or Sport Light in German, a nod to its lightweight construction. Today, the 300 SL Gullwing is considered one of the most collectible classic cars, with pristine examples fetching millions at auctions. Number 2. 1957 Ferrari 250 GT Berlinetta Tour de France. Imagine a car so dominant it won 4 consecutive Tour de France automobile races. This was the Ferrari 250 GT Berlinetta, a machine that didn't just master the track, but also defined elegance and power in the late 1950s. Its 3.0-liter V12 engine, developed by legendary engineer Gioacchino Colombo, delivered 240 horsepower, allowing the car to reach a top speed of approximately 150 miles per hour. With its exceptional handling and lightweight construction, it was built to tackle demanding race conditions with ease. The name Tour de France pays homage to the car's incredible success in the Tour de France automobile race, where it claimed victory 4 consecutive times from 1956 to 1959. This impressive streak cemented its reputation as a race-winning machine. Only 77 examples of the 250 GT Berlinetta Tour de France were produced, making it an exceptionally rare vehicle. Its combination of exclusivity and motorsport heritage has made it a prized possession for collectors. A unique detail is the car's striking bodywork, crafted by Carrozzeria Scaglietti, which features distinctive vents and an unmistakable aerodynamic shape. Today, this Ferrari is regarded as one of the most iconic Grand Tourers of all time, a true gem of its era. Number 3. 1961 Jaguar E-Type Lightweight. What happens when Jaguar decides to strip down their iconic E-Type for pure racing dominance? You get the E-Type Lightweight, a machine with an aluminum body and a fierce competitive edge that made it unstoppable on the track. This drastic weight reduction gave the car improved speed and handling, making it a formidable contender on the track. At its heart was a 3.8-liter inline-six engine, upgraded with wide-angle cylinder heads and 3 Weber carburetors, allowing it to produce an impressive 300 horsepower. This power, combined with its lightweight construction, gave the E-Type Lightweight exceptional acceleration and cornering ability, making it a favorite among racing teams in the 1960s. Only 12 units of the E-Type Lightweight were ever produced, with Jaguar intending to build 18 but halting production prematurely. The cars were built specifically for private racing teams and became legends in motorsport, competing in events like the 24 Hours of Le Mans. A unique feature of the Lightweight was its minimalist interior, stripped of unnecessary components to save weight. Today, these rare cars are among the most sought-after collector's items, often fetching millions at auctions. Number 4. 1966 Lamborghini Miura P400. Before 1966, the idea of a mid-engine car for the road was almost unthinkable. Such layouts were reserved for race cars, far removed from the reach of everyday drivers. Then came the Lamborghini Miura P400, a revolutionary creation that many consider to be the first true supercar. If you guessed this was the car that started it all, congratulations, you're spot on. The Miura didn't just redefine what a sports car could be, it became the blueprint for the supercar as we know it today. The key to the Miura's groundbreaking status was its mid-engine configuration. By placing the engine behind the driver and in front of the rear axle, Lamborghini achieved near-perfect weight distribution and handling. This setup, previously exclusive to the racetrack, set a standard that would dominate the supercar segment for decades. Designed by Marcello Gandini of Bertone, the Miura's sleek, curvaceous bodywork was as striking as its engineering. Beneath the hood lay a transversely mounted 3.9-liter V12 engine, an innovative design that maximized space while delivering 350 horsepower. With a top speed of 171 miles per hour, the Miura P400 was not only one of the fastest cars of its time, but also one of the most daring. Lamborghini produced only 275 units of the original P400 variant, making it an exceptionally rare gem. Each car was handcrafted, and its base price of $20,000 in the late 1960s, about $180,000 today, put it in a league of its own. Now, the Miura is one of the most coveted classics, with pristine examples fetching over $3 million at auctions. A fun detail, the Miura was named after a breed of Spanish fighting bulls, staying true to Lamborghini's tradition of bull-inspired names. When it debuted in the 1966 Geneva Motor Show, it caused an immediate sensation, propelling Lamborghini into the spotlight as a serious competitor in the automotive world. This was more than just a car, it was a statement, a legacy, and the origin of the supercar legend. Number 5. 1967 Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale. The Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale is often celebrated as a masterpiece of automotive design and engineering, combining stunning aesthetics with race-inspired performance. Introduced in 1967, the Stradale was essentially a street-legal version of Alfa Romeo's Tipo 33 race car. Designed by Franco Scaglione, its curvaceous body and butterfly doors turned heads and set new standards for automotive beauty. Under the hood, the car was powered by a 2.0-liter V8 engine capable of producing 230 horsepower at an astonishing 8,800 RPM. This engine, paired with a lightweight aluminum chassis and magnesium components, gave the Stradale remarkable speed and handling. It could accelerate from 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds, a remarkable feat for its time, and reached a top speed of 160 miles per hour. Only 18 units were produced, making it one of the rarest and most sought-after supercars of the 1960s. Each car was hand-built, and its exclusivity and craftsmanship have made it a prized collectible. Today, the 33 Stradale is considered one of the most valuable Alfa Romeos ever made, with auction prices estimated to exceed $10 million. A fun fact, the 33 Stradale was one of the first production cars to feature butterfly doors, a design element that would later become iconic in the supercar world. Its rarity, innovation, and breathtaking design ensure its legendary status. Number 6. 1968 Ferrari 365 GTB4 Daytona. We've made it halfway through the list, and the next car is one that perfectly blends elegance and performance. The Ferrari 365 GTB4, famously nicknamed Daytona, after Ferrari's legendary 1-2-3 finish at the 24 Hours of Daytona in 1967, is one of the most iconic Grand Tours of its time. Introduced in 1968, the Daytona featured a 4.4-liter V12 engine capable of producing 352 horsepower and a top speed of 174 miles per hour. At the time, this made it the fastest road car in the world, earning it a reputation for incredible performance. The engine was front-mounted, a classic design choice that differed from the mid-engine trend emerging in supercars of the era. The Daytona's sharp, angular bodywork was designed by Pininfarina and built by Scaglietti. It broke away from the curves of earlier Ferraris, offering a more aggressive look that appealed to enthusiasts. Inside, the car offered luxurious leather-clad interiors, ensuring comfort during high-speed drives. Ferrari produced just over 1,400 units of the Daytona between 1968 and 1973, including 122 lightweight Spider versions. Today, these cars are highly prized by collectors, with values often exceeding $700,000 for coupes and over $2 million for Spiders in pristine condition. A fun fact, the Daytona made a pop culture appearance in Miami Vice, although the one in the show was a replica. The real car's legacy remains untouchable. Number 7. 1970 De Tomaso Pantera. Picture a car with the style of Italian craftsmanship and the brute force of American muscle. That's the De Tomaso Pantera. Introduced in 1970, this bold creation became De Tomaso's most celebrated model and a dream machine for enthusiasts. This powerhouse delivered 330 horsepower, enabling the Pantera to achieve a top speed of 160 miles per hour and accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 6 seconds. What set the Pantera apart was its affordability compared to its exotic counterparts. While it offered the allure of a European supercar, its American engine made maintenance far less daunting, a significant advantage at the time. The wedge-shaped design with sharp lines and aggressive proportions made it a head-turner in any setting. During its production run, around 7,000 units were made. With early pre-L models being especially desirable among collectors, these earlier versions featured sleeker aesthetics, including chrome bumpers, before US regulations mandated bulkier updates. A fascinating anecdote: Elvis Presley owned a Pantera, and, in a fit of frustration when it wouldn't start, famously shot it with a gun. Today, pristine examples of early Panteras can command prices exceeding $150,000, with rare factory performance upgrades fetching even more. The Pantera remains a remarkable blend of style, performance, and history. Number 8. 1971 Lamborghini Countach LP500 Prototype. The Lamborghini Countach LP500 Prototype was a car that looked like it came straight out of science fiction. Unveiled at the 1971 Geneva Motor Show, it shocked audiences with its futuristic design, featuring sharp, angular lines and iconic scissored doors that would become a defining trait of Lamborghini's design language. The prototype was powered by a 5.0-liter V12 engine, capable of producing an estimated 440 horsepower. While it was never intended for production, it served as a testbed for what would later become the production Countach models. Its engine, paired with a lightweight construction, hinted at the high performance potential of Lamborghini's future supercars. The single prototype was built by Lamborghini's development team, including legendary designer Marcello Gandini of Bertone. Sadly, the LP500 was destroyed during crash testing in 1974 to meet safety regulations for the eventual production models, making it a one-of-a-kind piece of automotive history. A fascinating detail: the LP500 originally lacked the large rear wing that later became synonymous with the Countach. That feature was added to production models at customer request. Although the prototype no longer exists, its influence remains priceless, shaping Lamborghini's identity as a pioneer of bold, avant-garde supercars. Today, the Countach series is one of the most celebrated in automotive history, with pristine examples fetching millions at auctions. Number 9. 1973 Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7. The Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7 stands out as a benchmark in automotive performance, blending precision engineering with a design crafted for both racing and road use. When it debuted in 1973, it was a game-changer for Porsche, bridging the gap between high-performance track cars and everyday usability. It was designed to meet homologation requirements for Group 4 racing, combining lightweight construction with impressive power to deliver unparalleled agility. At its core was a 2.7-liter flat-six engine, producing 210 horsepower, enabling the Carrera RS 2.7 to sprint from 0 to 60 in just 5.5 seconds, and reach a top speed of around 150 miles per hour. Its lightweight body, weighing less than 2,400 pounds, contributed significantly to its exceptional handling and speed. One of the car's most distinctive features was its innovative ducktail rear spoiler, which improved aerodynamics and provided stability at higher speeds. Only 1,580 units were ever produced, split between the touring and the lightweight sport versions. making it an exceptionally rare find today. With pristine examples selling for over $1 million, the Carrera RS 2.7 remains one of the most coveted Porsches ever built. Fun fact, Porsche initially worried the car wouldn't sell, but it became an instant success, with all units sold out shortly after its debut. Number 10. 1974 Lancia Stratos HF Stradale. The Lancia Stratos HF Stradale is an automotive icon that revolutionized rally racing and left a lasting mark on the history of performance cars. Introduced in 1974, it was created as a homologation model to meet the requirements for Group 4 rallying, blending cutting-edge design with formidable engineering. Its aggressive wedge-shaped body, designed by Marcello Gandini at Bertone, was as distinctive as it was aerodynamic, perfectly suited for competitive racing. At the heart of the Stratos was a 2.4-liter Ferrari V6 engine, borrowed from the Ferrari Dino 246 GT. Producing 190 horsepower, this compact yet powerful engine gave the Stratos exceptional performance, with a top speed of around 143 miles per hour and the ability to sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in approximately 6.8 seconds. Paired with a lightweight chassis and short wheelbase, the car was incredibly agile, making it a force to be reckoned with on the rally circuit. Only 492 units of the Stratos HF Stradale were produced, ensuring its exclusivity. This rarity, combined with its unparalleled success in rally racing, including 3 consecutive World Rally Championship titles from 1974 to 1976, has made it one of the most sought-after classics. Today, well-preserved examples can sell for over $500,000, reflecting the car's legendary status in both rally and supercar history. Fun fact, the Stratos' compact size allowed it to excel on tight, twisty rally stages, giving it an edge over larger competitors. Number 11. 1977 Aston Martin V8 Vantage. The Aston Martin V8 Vantage, introduced in 1977, is often regarded as Britain's answer to the growing supercar competition from Italy and Germany. Dubbed Britain's first supercar by enthusiasts, the V8 Vantage combined brute power with luxurious design, setting it apart in an era dominated by exotic sports cars. Under its sculpted hood sat a 5.3-liter V8 engine, tuned to produce an impressive 390 horsepower. This gave the V8 Vantage serious performance, with a top speed of 170 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 5.3 seconds. Figures that rivaled the Lamborghini Countach and Ferrari 512 BB of its time. It was one of the fastest cars on the market, earning Aston Martin a reputation for blending speed with sophistication. The V8 Vantage's styling was equally aggressive, featuring a front chin spoiler, flared wheel arches, and distinctive air intakes, all contributing to its bold presence. Inside, it maintained Aston Martin's commitment to luxury, with a handcrafted leather interior and premium finishes. Production numbers were limited, with just 534 units of the first series produced between 1977 and 1989, making it a rare find today. A fun fact, the V8 Vantage gained fame as James Bond's car in The Living Daylights, further cementing its place in pop culture. Well-preserved examples of this classic now fetch prices upwards of $250,000, depending on their condition and provenance. Number 12. 1978 BMW M1. To close out the list, we have the BMW M1, a car that not only redefined BMW's capabilities, but also established a legacy as one of the most iconic sports cars of its time. It was BMW's first and only mid-engine production car, marking a bold step for the brand into the realm of high-performance vehicles. Its sleek, wedge-shaped design, penned by Giorgetto Giugiaro, turned heads and remains timeless even today. At its core was a 3.5-liter inline-six engine, developed by BMW's motorsport division, producing 273 horsepower and 243 foot-pounds of torque. This allowed the M1 to achieve a top speed of 162 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 5.6 seconds. Figures that put it on par with its rivals from Ferrari and Porsche. The M1 also became the foundation for the Pro Car Series, a one-make racing championship featuring Formula One drivers, solidifying its reputation as a performance icon. Only 453 units were built between 1978 and 1981, making it one of the rarest BMW models ever. Today, The M1 is highly coveted among collectors, with pristine examples commanding prices of $500,000 or more. A fun fact, the collaboration with Lamborghini on the M1's development fell apart due to financial issues, leading BMW to complete the project on its own, an achievement that set the stage for its future dominance in motorsport. From sleek designs to record-breaking engineering, these supercars represent a golden era of creativity and performance in automotive history. Did you guess which car is considered the first supercar correctly? Or do you think there's another iconic car from this era that deserves a spot on the list? Let us know in the comments. Your suggestions might inspire future videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting journeys into the world of classic and legendary cars.